friends, it's Ms.Lynne from the Newburgh-Chandler Public Library. Welcome to Virtual Storytime. My puppet friend Elliott is here too. I wonder where he could be. He's getting really good at hiding. Could you help me call for him? I'll count to 3. 1, 2, 3. Elliott, where are you? Where could he be? Who put all these leaves? Elliott, what are you doing under all those leaves? Well, I'm so glad you're at story time. Are you excited about a story today? You are? Great. Well, let's start our story time with a song. Here we go. Clap everybody and say hello. Clap everybody and say hello. Clap everybody and say hello, no matter where you are. Let's jump up and down. Ready? Jump up and down and say hello. Jump up and down and say hello. Jump up and down and say hello, no matter where you are. Okay, Elliott, let's do your favorite. Oh, you knew it was wiggle. Ready? Wiggle everybody and say hello. Wiggle everybody and say hello. Wiggle everybody and say hello, no matter where you are. Good job, Elliott. All right, let's sit down. Sit down, everybody, and say hello. Sit down, everybody, and say hello. Sit down, everybody, and say hello, no matter where you are. Good job. Thank you, friends, for joining us today. Elliott, why did you have leaves covering you? You wanted to do another story time about fall? Well, okay, I guess we could. What was the other name for fall? That's right, it's autumn. It's when the leaves fall and the weather gets colder and oh, there are juicy apples on the tree that we can pick. That's a great idea for a story time. Okay, Elliott, you sit down here with all the kids and we'll do a story time about apples and fall. Well, kids, apples come in all different shapes and colors. We have a green apple, we have a yellow apple, and we have a red apple. You could make apple pie or apple juice or apple cider or maybe even apple sauce. Yummy. But what about this? What is this? This is an apple core. The core is the inside hard part of the apple with the seeds. And did you know that every seed, if you planted it, could grow into an apple tree filled with apples? Yummy, yummy, yummy. Speaking of apple trees, I have an apple tree with apples. Let's count the apples. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 little apples hung on a tree, waiting to be picked. So guess who came to eat? It's a caterpillar. He ate one of the apples. We had 5 apples. He ate 1 apple. How many do we have left? 4. That's right. 4 apples. 4 little apples hung on a tree, waiting to be picked. So guess who came to eat? It's a bird. I bet birds like to eat apples. Yum, 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 yum. He ate it. We had 4. He ate an apple. How many do we have left? That's right, 3 apples. 3 little apples hung on a tree, waiting to be picked. So guess who came to eat? A cow and a horse. Oh my goodness, they each ate an apple. We had 3 and we took 2 away. How many apples do we have left? 1 apple. 1 little apple hung on a tree, waiting to be picked. So guess who came to eat? Oink, 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 oink. It's a pig. He ate the last apple. Now the tree is bare. There are no more apples. But when next fall comes around, guess who will be there? Yes, the caterpillar, the bird, the pig, the horse, and the cow. They all love apples, just like I do. Do you have something at your house that you could shake or move up and down? Maybe it's a scarf, maybe it's a washcloth, or maybe it's a sock, or maybe it's just your hands. Any of those things will work. Let's pretend we have some leaves falling. Ready? The leaves on the tree are falling down, falling down, falling down. The leaves on the tree are falling down all over town. The leaves in the wind blow round and round, round and round, round and round. The leaves in the wind blow round and round all over town. Let's put them on the ground and get ready to stomp your feet. The leaves on the ground go crunch, 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 crunch. The leaves on the ground go crunch, 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 all over town. Good job! It's time for a story. In my story bag today, I have the book Sneeze, Big Bear, Sneeze by Maureen Wright. Let's put that book with our other books we have at the library on apples and autumn. The wind whipped the autumn woods and swirled to the spot where Big Bear stood. The wind whirled the leaves right off the tree, just as Big Bear let out a sneeze. Achoo! Bear looked at the tree and he thought, I've got to fix this. So using his hammer and some tacks, he nailed the leaves back on the tree. The wind looked at Bear and said, Bear, I blew the leaves off the tree. Bear said, no, wind, I blew them off when I said, achoo. Bear walked a little further and he came to a different tree. This tree was covered in apples. And just as he was beginning to pick one, he let out a sneeze. All the apples shook off the tree, and Bear thought, oh no, what have I done? So he stacked them of each other to fix it. The wind looked at Bear and said, "Bear, I shook the tree with my wind." Bear said, "No wind, the apples fell when I sneezed." Big Bear walked and walked and walked until he came to a lake covered in geese who were sleeping. Just as he got near the water, achoo! And his sneeze caused the waves to splash like a stormy sea, and all the geese flew away. Bear thought, "I let out a sneeze and all the geese flew." But the wind knew it wasn't Bear who had sneezed and made it happen. It was the wind. The wind took a deep breath and blew it out, and twirling and whirling, and let out a mighty shout. "I whip the leaves off the trees and drop the apples whenever I please. I scare the geese before they freeze, and I tickle your nose to make you sneeze. I do it all because I am the autumn breeze." Bear looked at Wind and put his hands on his hips and said, "You could have told me so." The end. That was a silly book. Well, let's play our hide and seek game with our apples. We have a brown apple, a dark green apple, a red apple, a light green apple, and a yellow apple. And we have one little worm we hope doesn't get in your apple. Little worm, playing hide and seek. Where could he be? We'll take a peek. So you hide your eyes, no peeking, and I'll put the worm under an apple. Okay, open your eyes. Which apple do you think has the worm? Call out the color. I heard somebody say yellow. All right, let's look behind yellow. No, there wasn't a worm. That's good. We could still eat it. All right, what color do you think? Somebody said light green. Okay, let's look under the light green. No, I heard somebody just say green. So maybe it's under this green apple. No, it wasn't there. Do you think it's under brown or red? Okay, let me hear you. Someone's yelling, red, 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 red. Okay, yes, you found the worm. Good job. Well, I can't believe story time is already over. So let's call Elliott back. 1, 2, 3. Elliott, come back. Oh, Elliott, what a great idea for a story time. A nice, delicious apple. That makes me so hungry. I can't wait for story time to be over. But let's say our goodbye song. Ready? Story time is over now, over now, over now. Story time is over now for another day. Let's wave. Wave goodbye to all our friends, all our friends, all our friends. Wave goodbye to all our friends. It's time to play. Hip, hip, hooray! and we'll see you next time on Virtual Storytime.